Today I'm showing you my top 3 go-to meals that I had last month when I have the hiccups. I'm telling you, Tiger, the second I turned on the camera, hiccups began. I'm gonna hold my breath and swallow. Woo! So last month for me was potato month. The only thing that I ate all month was potatoes, iceberg lettuce, and lettuce, as well as kelp flakes for the sake of iodine and my B12 supplement. But other than that, I was just eating potatoes, and I'm gonna show you guys the top 3 meals that I would eat, meals if you wanna call them that, they're just potatoes, but the top 3 ways that I cooked potatoes last month. I am a girl of ease. I like things to be easy. I do not want to spend hours in the kitchen. I got other things that I want to be doing, like learning how to get rid of my hiccups, taking care of my cats. I love him. Look how happy he is. Now I do have some very exciting news to share, which is that I'm going to be releasing a cookbook. It's going to be a physical edition and an ebook edition, so whatever floats your boat, and it's just going to be strictly dedicated to potatoes. So if you want to get on the wait list for that, if you want to get on the email list for that, click the link in the down bar where the email list will be listed. It is going to be every single way to cook potatoes with every single device. So you're like, this is the device I got, this is the potato I got, how do I cook it? It is going to be the one-stop shop for everything. I'm trying to think of what I want to call it, if I want to call it perfect potatoes or simply potatoes. I like the idea of simply potatoes. I don't want people to be under the impression that the cookbook is going to have these like crazy recipes, because it's literally just going to be, this is how you cook potatoes, and the only ingredient is potatoes. But people are always asking me, how do you cook your sweet potatoes? How do you cook the Hawaiian? How do you cook the Japanese? How do you do this in the Instant Pot? How do you do that in the air fryer? How do you do this in the oven? And so I'm just gonna put it all into a beautiful cookbook, or if you just wanna get the ebook, you can get the ebook as well. But leave a comment if I should call it perfect potatoes or if I should call it simply potatoes. And the last bit of small talk, if you don't know who I am, you're lucky. Hi, I'm Emmie. I'm a nutritionist. I'm the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach so that you can lose weight on a starch-based, plant-based diet. If you're interested in that, go to healthyemmie.org or just click the link in the down bar. Also hit subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday and Saturday, so hit subscribe so that you can see those. All right, you should know what this package is. If you don't know what this package is, this is 20 pounds of Hawaiian sweet potatoes. Just got these puppies in the mail. I have lately been doing these in the Instant Pot. You know, I used to like them in the oven, and I thought there was no way that you could cook them unless they were in the oven. Now the problem with the oven is that it takes forever. The great thing about a pressure cooker is you turn it on and you are good in the hood. You don't have to do anything. So what you want to do with these is you want to wash them, and then you're going to cut off the ends to release some steam. So you can either poke them with a fork, but a good reason to cut off the ends is that the ends are kind of nasty. So I'm going to wash these bad boys, I'm going to cut off the ends, and then I'm going to put them into the Instant Pot. And I'm actually going to put these into the steamer basket. Here's why I put them into the steamer basket, because I couldn't find my trivet, and I thought I had thrown it out because I throw everything out. We joke that it's like my hobby to throw things out because I'm such a minimalist. So I actually have been using a steamer basket just because I couldn't find my trivet, but you could do this with a trivet as well. So I'm gonna put the steamer basket into the steel insert, and I'm going to put in 1 cup of water. Now, I say 1 cup of water, but if I'm honest with you, I like to put in a little bit more just for insurance. I don't know, I just don't want to underdo the water. So I'm gonna put in like maybe 1 1/4 cup water. Okay. So now take the top, secure this bad boy on, and make sure, for the love of goodness, that you set it to sealing. And now I'm gonna turn the Instant Pot on to pressure cook for 25 minutes. What was so great about potato month is that I would come downstairs, I would do this in the morning, put these guys in the Instant Pot and then set it and forget it. And then I would go on my run, and by the time I got back from my run, they were perfect and they were good to go. Now, if I really was thinking ahead, the way to really do it is to cook them, put them in the fridge, and then you reheat them, or you can just have them cold. Honestly, they're good cold because the water turns into sort of a gel-like substance in the potato, which makes the potato nice and gooey, and the taste of it just changes, and it's just delicious once it's already been cooled in the fridge, and then you either reheat it or you just have it cold. So that's really the way to do it. But I'm gonna set this puppy, is this on? All right, we're on sealing. And I'm gonna set it to pressure cook for 25 minutes. So I'm gonna let these cook for 25 minutes and then just let the steam release naturally. And this method of cooking potatoes is the star of the show. It is so easy, it is so good, and you don't have to mess around with the oven and tin foil and Pyrex bowls and all that stuff that I was showing you. This is way, way easier. So this was my go-to method for cooking my Hawaiians during potato month. I got to the point where I became so obsessed with this method of the Instant Pot that I was doing that for the gold potatoes as well, which is the third method that I'm gonna show you, and it's a little bit different than the way that I did those guys. But I'm gonna show you the fancy way of turning these guys into fries that I got to. If I had a little bit more time at night and I felt like, you know, spending a little bit of extra time in the kitchen, I would air fry these guys. Now, it's not as simple as just cutting them up and putting them in the air fryer, as you may believe. It's a little bit more intense than that. Ooh, this is a nice gold. Sometimes they're a little bit lighter on the inside, but this is a beautiful color. So of course you want to wash them. These have already been washed. I'm gonna cut these guys into fries. And then there is a secret to air frying that you probably do not know. And the secret is this. These fries have to be blanched in boiling water before you put them into the air fryer. I'm just gonna fill this bad boy up with water. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, and then these cut potato fries are going to go into the boiling water for 4 to 5 minutes. Really doesn't make a difference. I usually just set it for 4 minutes, and then, you know, by the time I get over there and this, that, and the other, it's been like 4.5 minutes. So I'm gonna do that. All right, so I got this brand new air fryer. But what's so cool about this new air fryer, this is the Kaival air fryer, is that it has this window on the front so you can see what's going on inside. So I'm going to put these fries into the air fryer after they have 1 minute left. So once they're finished boiling, they're gonna go into this air fryer for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Potatoes have been boiled, they have been drained, and they are ready to go into the air fryer. So these puppies can just go right into the air fryer, and like I said, 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Look at this thing. Whoa! It lights up and you can see what's going on inside. I hope I don't blow a fuse. I have my Instant Pot and my air fryer going. Pray for me. The reason why I boiled them, blanched them before cooking them, is because sometimes when you air fry potatoes, the inside won't be cooked and the outside can even get burnt. And so by blanching them, it pre-cooks the inside of the potato so that by the time they get into the air fryer, it's really just crisping up the outside and then finishing up the cooking on the inside so that you don't have that conundrum that you get into where the outside is like burnt to a crisp and the inside isn't even cooked. So that's where the secret lies in cooking them before you air fry them. If you work and you want to just be able to come home and you don't want to slice and dice by the time you get home, what I used to do when I was a teacher is I would get up in the morning and I would chop up all my potatoes and I would put them into a big thing of water, and then I would go teach at school, and then I would come back and then I would dump them out of the water and I would go ahead and cook them. And at that time I didn't have an air fryer, I just cooked them right in the oven. But the point that I'm getting at here is that the FedEx truck is outside and I really hope hope he has my package. My significant other's Valentine's Day gift is due to arrive. The point that I'm trying to get at here is that if you want to have them sit in water, you can have them sit in water for no more than 24 hours. They shouldn't just sit in water for more than 24 hours, but you can do that if you want to be able to just get home and prepare them. And another thing is that if you put them into the water, the excess starch on the potatoes gets rubbed off, and that will allow the potato to be softer on the inside. So that's a pro tip, is to cook the potatoes or rest the potatoes in water before you actually cook them, and that will make for a more enjoyable experience. All right, the last method for the gold potatoes is one that I got into toward the end of potato month, and I wish I had discovered it earlier because I just love cooking them this way. It's so easy, and it's using the Instant Pot again. So what I do with the gold potatoes in the Instant Pot is I wash them, I stab them with a fork a few times, and then just like I put them into the steamer for the Hawaiian sweet potatoes, I put these guys into the steamer as well. I add 1 1/4 cup of water, and then I pressure cook them for actually 40 minutes, and then I let the steam release naturally, and they will just be the most delicious things in the world. I don't know, they come out so good. They get so sweet when you use this method. I don't know what it is, but I love this method because once again, it is so easy. It requires absolutely no prep time whatsoever. All you have to do is throw them into the Instant Pot, put it on pressure cook on high for 40 minutes, and then let the steam release naturally, and they just get so sweet. It is so delicious. I don't know why this happens or what magic happens inside of the Instant Pot or my knockoff brand pressure cooker, but it's a really delicious method, and I'm gonna continue to cook potatoes this way because it is so beyond easy. So those are the 3 ways that I was eating my potatoes during potato month. Potato month is over, but I'm still eating tons of potatoes. If you want to find out how I cook all of my potatoes, then enter your email into the email list below so that you can be on the waiting list for my new cookbook. And the secret word for today, if you made it to the end of the video, I want you to leave a comment telling me what I should call the cookbook. If I should call it Simply Potatoes or Perfect Potatoes, Potato Perfection. Let me know in the comments. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Woo!